So guys, I was actually kinda wrong to consider only one vehicle that was the tease that we might actually have from the leakers. We actually might have one of two vehicles or two vehicles coming with the brand of a truck that is being used with the MAN, right? The MAN, or whatever you want to call it. So there's basically two vehicles. I talked about one, which is the IRIS-T SLM, which would basically use a different launcher over here to actually make sure that these missiles, the IRIS-T, could do way better. The problem with this system is that indeed you need another vehicle as the radar and the operational capacity like vehicle over here, like the control vehicle. So at the end of the day, it is arguably a little bit harder to have the irs-t SLM. And why do am I talking about the SLM at the first place? Well, the first thing is that this truck from MAN is used by it, and also the Germans, they never had the SLS, you know, they only have like one SLM, if I'm not mistaken. So it would make sense to have the SLM, right? And if we go to this amazing post by Faster Boy over here, that he basically just shows every single model and everything. This post is amazing. I'm gonna leave it in the description, and thank you, man, for actually doing this. He talks about the SLM over here a little bit. He talks about how this is basically like a medium range version, and how basically it has an improved aerodynamic project over here that basically has a way of basically this is a very hard word for me as a Brazilian to say. Aerodynamic cap. It has an unaerodynamic cap. This is the hard part. Aero. But yeah, basically to protect the aircraft, the missile, and then it jettisons that for terminal IR guidance. Also, the way that it basically launches the missile is different, right? So it's vertically launched, as you see over here. And it just is a little bit easier to get into the air, right? So with that, it means that the launcher has a little bit more range, around 20 kilometers, for example. So yeah, it's they say it's even like advertised to be 40, but it's probably like 20 to something, right? Like 20, a little bit something effective range, because the missile itself doesn't change too much. The major thing is the aerodynamic increase over here, and if I'm not mistaken, it has a little bit more power as well. I have to check, but still, it is a little bit better, right? And it might be too OP for now. So if the SLM doesn't get added, and we are getting a MAN truck, you know, one of those big trucks, what is else there? Well, this thing. So this thing is a British Sky Scepter, Sky Saber. It has many names, but it's basically the same principle as before. With the irs-t SLM, but it has a SRAM launcher. Okay, so this uses a British missile, but the idea is the same and uses the same truck. Okay, so this could be the actual vehicle that we have and not the SLM. So I kind of did a mistake of only considering the irs-t SLM. I just think that it would make a lot of sense for them to add some form of irs-t launcher if, I mean, the missile is pretty much more of a German missile, right? And the truck is German, so it would make sense to see the Germans receiving something like that. But at the same time, yeah, a German truck used by the British, it's actually pretty okay as well, right? It would make a lot of sense. So this could be a thing as well. And although, yes, you still need another like control vehicle there are ways to get around with this, you know, like optical ways to guide the missile, etc. Okay, so yeah, let's wait and see how this will work. But just for you to know, there will probably be at least one of these vehicles to be added, right? So we have this Scepter or Sky Saber or whatever, and then the irs-t SLM. Both of them launching very advanced IR missiles that have like more than 50 Gs of turn, 60 Gs of turn, even more than that, right? So these missiles will be scary, and let's hope the Germans also receive one. I have a feeling that both of them might come actually. So let's see, right? But just to kind of fix the video that I did before, that I didn't consider the British having this vehicle, but they also used the MAN, right? So yeah, it can be both. Okay, so I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what is the vehicle you think will come to the to these nations, you know. So yeah, each of the two of them, one of them, let me know in the comments. See you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye.